Hey y'all, welcome back to F100 Patina Inc. And this week I'm going to show you a little trick maybe you knew or you didn't know. If you're using the 1 inch shorter control arms for the Crown Vic front end like we showed you in one of the other videos on how to install that, your Crown Vic sway bar, which you can show them what's on the ground right here, the Crown Vic sway bar, you have to take these links right here. You have to take these links. See, they come this is stock. So you got one pointing up, one pointing down, okay? See if you can see that. Let me switch fingers. So one's pointing up, one's pointing down. When you put that in there, so let's see here. So if I put this in here like this, and with the 1 inch shorter control arms, this bottom piece right here, when you try to put the sway bar on, it hits here. It's not gonna work. So to get around that, what we have to do is we have to take and cut that, rotate that 180 degrees, so now they're facing the right direction, so that when we put this in here, now, show them the bottom part there. So instead of being this way and hitting here, it now comes into the sway bar from this side. So it allows that to come in from this side so that you can get the sway bar on and it not hit here. So that's why we're doing this, okay? So I've been told by a few people, you don't have to do this. I said, okay, all right. Well, everybody keeps saying you don't have to do it, but has anybody tried to not do it? I tried it. I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get it to fit. So I'm going back to cutting these. I'm gonna show you how to cut this. We've already cut this one. I've already cut it and welded it. But I'm going to show you how to cut this one here, rotate it 180 degrees. And what I do to do that is pretty simple. Don't overthink this. It's really easy. You need this, a piece of angle iron, and a couple hose clamps, and you can rotate this no problem. So I'll take you over here to the saw. We won't even cut the camera off. Let's just take them straight over there, and I'll show them. Don't have to be scientific with the measurement. Just get it in the middle somewhere. Let's take it over here. This is what I use to cut it with. Pretty simple, pretty easy. All right. And I just get it somewhere in the middle and just cut it. Now you have two halves. Rotate that 180 degrees and we're going to weld that back. But you have to come in here and bevel this around these edges. You have to bevel both edges so you've got a place for your weld to come into. And getting these back straight, pretty easy. I'll show you how to do that as well. All right, so what I use to bevel, let's go back over that way, is I use my flap disc. I just take a flap disc and I bevel it around. So when I bevel that around, so let me get those beveled out and then we'll cut you back on and I'll show you what that looks like. So you can see I beveled those. Don't touch the flat ends. And I beveled those. Now I've got a place. See, if you look inside there, I got a place for the weld to fit in. Now, how do we get that straight? Pretty easy to do. And I will show you right now. This is pretty simple. Right here. Take a piece of angle iron, stick it in there. Kind of hard to do, showing on camera at the same time. Can you see that? Okay. Yes. All right. So I take a piece of angle iron like that, and then I will clamp that into this with some hose clamps. And you get that 180 degrees rotated. Can you see it? Okay. All right. And so that's how you get that to be squared back up. So I will, it's kind of a pain with trying to show it on camera and do it at the same time. So we're going to turn the camera off. I've already got the hose clamps here, and we'll just take a couple hose clamps, put over it. And then I got to take some of this paint off too, because it's the hardest part about this, getting the ground cable to ground on this when you go to weld it up. So I'll put this on here and then I'll show it to you. All right, you can see I took the sander. I just knocked all the paint off right here. Like I said, the trickiest part is sometimes getting this to ground. You can't just ground out to here, so you got to ground to here. So if you see the bevel, now this is 180 degrees rotated. It's level. Look, there's no scientific way to doing this. I mean, so if you're a super analytical person, you're going to drive yourself nuts trying to get this 100% straight and level with each other. I mean, you can look down and see that it's there. Not the end of the world, but try to get it as close as you can. But don't stress out over it, okay? So what I'm going to do, we're not going to show you the welding. My camera lady here does not want to put on a helmet and go through all that mess, and I don't blame her. So that's how you do it. Just clamp that thing in, clamp that in, that gets it nice and straight. We do this with tubing all the time, and weld that in. And then, so I'm gonna weld this in. What I'll do is the open part here, I will try to weld, and don't weld the angle iron to it. So just get you some good weld in here, right in this area here first. Then you can take it off and finish it off, and you'll be fine. And then I take the little belt sander. Let's see here. I take the little belt sander and I grind that weld down and make it look pretty, and then put a little black paint on it. And it's just that simple. So I'll fire the welder up. We'll get this welded up and then we'll show it to you. All right, got it welded up. Still a little warm, so I kept the welding glove on. So that's it. I know the first thing somebody's gonna say when they see this is TIG weld, TIG weld. I'm not a TIG welder. I don't know how to TIG weld. I got a MIG welder, and I push a button and a wire comes out and it welds something. That's all I know. All right. So, but anyway, so there you have it. You just fill in that gap. I see one little spot here I missed, so I'm gonna take it back over and finish that in. But this is what it looks like when it's finished. And that's pretty much how you do it. Right there, simple. Doesn't take very long at all. Now you have them 180 degrees turned, and now your sway bar will fit. I will finish up this weld, but there you have it, guys. It's that easy. So appreciate you, love you, God bless you. Now go do something American.